My name is Juana Luisa. Um, I am a crafter, and today I want to share with you me changing the ink on the Epson Eco Tank. This Eco Tank is 15,000, and I already own a 2720 that prints 8.5 by 11, and it's a wonderful printer, but I wanted to upgrade to the one that is print from 11.5 to 17, or you can have the option of printing 13 inches by 19. So I'm gonna be sharing this with you today. This is gonna be one that I wanted to share because of the instructions. Some people have issues understanding how to do it. It's not that complicated. This is the one that is the 2720, it's a black one, which I did some decoration in it, and you know, I'm using my phone, so, and this is the one we're gonna change the ink. Just notice that I don't use the term conversion. There's nothing to convert about it. All we're gonna be doing is getting rid of the ink that comes with the printer, which is a regular printer ink. I save the ink because I don't know if in the future I might be able to buy another one, Eco Tank, and use it for regular purposes, not for sublimation. I do crafting. I mostly do sublimation. I do use heat transfer, but not on t-shirts. This is one of my sublimation ones that I've done. I also do embroidery. I love my embroidery. It's one of the crafts that I think is what I like the most. But also creating t-shirts and things like that is one of my loves also. I also do sewing. I've been sewing for a long time. Something else that I enjoy a lot. So let me see, we're gonna go straight to what we're gonna do, which is changing the ink. The ink that I use is Cosmos ink. It's one that the race is rated the best, and so I decided to try it on my 2720, and it's amazing and easy to change. And I also use the sublimation paper, which I ordered in Amazon. This paper that I ordered for my 2720 is the 8.5 by 11, is called the Printer's Jack. I bought this one because it wasn't expensive in the beginning, but then I went and switched to the ASOG. This is okay. I mean, I've done a lot of project with this, and the colors, find out that this color from this one come a little bit brighter. So I use this one to try designs, and then I use this one for the one that I really want to do. For gift purposes or selling purposes. And because now I have the big one that prints bigger images, I got the one that is 11 by 17. And yeah, that's the one I'm gonna be using with the 15,000, just to try the largest design. I plan to continue using the 2720 for my regular sublimation 8.5 by 11 because it's an amazing machine. I don't plan to not use it, so don't get jealous, okay? I'm gonna use you. So let's get to it. Like you notice in my t-shirt that it says I'm a cricut girl. Yes, it's because I'm a cricut. I own the Air 2, and I own the Maker. The Maker is the newest one that I bought, not the 3. I bought the regular one, the regular Maker, because when I saw the videos about the 3, I really was not impressed having to spend that extra money for a little bit faster, and then for the option of cutting without a mat. I don't have an issue cutting in the mat, and on top of that, the new paper that you have to use to cut it without a mat is very expensive. No sense of doing that. So I took advantage of Amazon 2 weeks after the frenzy of the new machine, Amazon dropped the price on the maker $100. So I got my machine for under 300. Not bad. So I jumped into it, not because my Explorer 2 Air 2 is bad. I love this baby. Like, you know how much I love that baby. I also decorated the top of it. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Maybe it's too light outside. Yeah, but I decorated. I love it. I've been using that machine since this past December. And that's where I cut my vinyl from. So, okay. We're gonna start doing this. For now, what we're gonna do is removing all the tape. It's very important that we remove all the tape because sometimes there's something that I hidden inside and it can damage the machine once you want to turn it on. So let's do the removal of the tape. I'm gonna lower the camera and see you can have a better view. Right here, I think you do have a better view in there. Hopefully it's okay. Like I said, I'm not an expert doing videos, but yeah. So I'm gonna start removing the tape on the front. You're not gonna be seeing my face from now on, just my voice, okay? Because I'm gonna be off from the camera. I wanted to do this review. I could have done it prior to the video, but I think it's important that you see this process. Also, this machine, this printer, is larger than the 2720, so it does have more tape on it. So I'm gonna be exploring the areas of tape. You see how it's all the way inside. Yeah. Let me see right here. So I'm gonna put to the side. This one comes from the inside, so I'm gonna leave it. I jammed the other one too hard. No, it's still there. I don't wanna pull something too hard that comes from the inside because we don't know what is holding inside. So I'm gonna concentrate on the outside first. And this is a lot of tape. And sorry that you have to watch me doing that. If you notice an accent, I'm Latina. I am from Puerto Rico, born and raised. And so I do have an accent and I'm working real hard not to lose it because I'm proud of my origin. But I've been here in the United States for a long time, since the late 70s. So, yeah, so that's where my accent, in case you're questioning, where is she from, that accent? Yeah, that's me, that's Jenny. That's my nickname. Some people call me Jenny, but my name is Juana Luisa. Okay, so there's tape back here. All right, this is holding the tray in place. All right. So yeah, I've been doing crafting for a while. I am a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for a long time. But crafting is the way I deal with my stress in my work. So yeah. All right. Almost there, guys, almost there. I don't see anything more. I'm gonna go towards the back of the machine, see if there's more. Yes, we have more in here. I was checking the camera because I want to make sure that I was recording. I didn't see the little red dot, but I saw it now. So hopefully I'm recording and I'm not wasting my time here. Okay. So we want to make sure that when we do this in the back, there's no more tape. So I'm gonna sit down here because I want to make sure. I'm gonna open this in here And I don't see no tape inside there. Oh my God, I've never taken this before out, hopefully. Oh, it's not moving, so I guess I'm okay. Make sure that it's intact. All right. Now we're gonna move to the inside. Check all the tape inside. And I believe for me to open it, I have to. There we go. It says in the instruction not to touch any of these inside things. Like this band right here, you're not supposed to touch any of that. There's a lock in here that is, it comes to keep the machine from moving around. And there is tape in here also. I took it out. And there is tape in here also. And there is more tape in here. And a piece of foam. I guess it's to hold the integrity of the printer. It's in there. The 2720 didn't have any of these parts, so it was different. You just do it from the outside. You don't even have to leave the top or anything. But this one, you have to open the top. Okay, so now, I don't see any more tape inside. We're good. So now we're gonna open this part right here, and that is where the ink goes. I'm gonna, yes, you're able to see. I'm gonna lower the camera a little bit so that you can see where the ink comes in. Okay. All right. I think that's a good view. Yeah. I think it's a good view, you guys. Let me see if I can lower it a little bit more. Okay, there you go. All right. So we're gonna take out the ink out of the box and open the package. The good thing about Cosmos ink is that the way they design their bottle, it matches the Epson printer. A lot of other inks, you have to have syringes and all that to transfer from one place to the other. With the Cosmos ink, you don't have to have syringes or anything, because the way they package their ink is in this bottle that is exactly like the bottle that the original Epson ink comes into. Most important people to do, make sure that when you're doing the ink, you do it in the order that the machine is set up for. That is very important. Not to put the wrong ink, because then, whoops, everything is gonna be screwed up. So if you notice in the machine on the top, it says black, cyan, magenta, and yellow, and that's the order you want to do the ink. I'm gonna put this paper on the bottom just in case, because my table color is white, and I don't want to have to be cleaning up any messes. And I have some extra tissues just in here in case. So when you open here the bottle, it tells you to, you're gonna notice the grooves right here. It's exactly this right here, it fits in there. And this is the way the regular Epson ink bottle comes with. So they did it exactly so that we don't have any issue transferring the ink to the machine. And if you notice, I always keep them in order because we're human and human makes mistakes, so I don't get confused. So it says that you're gonna open this part right here, okay? And you have to take this seal off, big enough for the ink to flow easily. So I'm gonna use my scissors to punch it in. Oh, this is good. Yeah, and then I'm gonna cut around. I just wanna make sure that the hole is big enough. And then I'm gonna use my hands just to make sure. Let me just cut a little bit more. You know, later when it comes to video. So the hole is big enough so that I don't have any issues. And then I'm gonna put back the top. Screw it in just very tightly. We don't have any accidents happening. And then you do the same thing for the other ones. Putting around. Maybe you can get away with just a little hole, but not. I want to make sure that the ink comes out easily, and that's the way I did the 2720 printer. When I did this one, I made a big hole, and that way I don't have to worry about it. Oops. Okay. Cutting around, cutting around, cutting around, cutting around. Oops. And then I replace it. And then one more, which is the yellow. This process is not complicated at all. It's pretty simple. I am not a techie person, and I remember when I did the first one, I was so scared. Oh my God, because my husband is the one who always set up the printers at home. I never have set up a printer before or anything like that. But I followed this video and I was able to do it. My husband is here, he could do the techie part, but I said no because I want to have more practice. Dealing with the technology and stuff like that when it comes to the Wi-Fi and all that. So yeah, so this is done, okay? If you guys have any question after this, you can write up your questions on the bottom of the video when the video comes out, and you can ask me in Spanish or in English. I speak both fluently, so you can ask me any question about the whole process and also about the printers. Okay, so I'm gonna open the black first. And if you notice, this is the way it looks on the top, right here. It's gonna go on that groove in there, and then you're gonna put the bottle inside. You're not gonna squeeze the bottle or anything like that. You're just gonna let it go. So let's go with the black. This is the black. Very carefully, you're gonna put it down. And just leave it in there. You're gonna hear a googling sound coming down. And you're gonna put it in, each one is different, it's gonna go in exactly on the spot. I don't know if you can hear the googling sound. The label is coming up. You can see the black label coming up right there. On my 2720, when I placed the black ink in, it did not take the whole bottle. I have still some left over in there for some reason. In some videos that I see people changing the ink on the 15,000, the whole bottle goes in. Maybe the tank is bigger, I don't know. We'll see if the whole ink, the whole bottle fits inside the chamber. I don't know. Let's see. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. If you hear background noise, it's my husband. He has his office downstairs, and sometimes he has to have conference and stuff, and you can hear his voice in the background. I really apologize about that. But he works all day, and I wasn't gonna do this at night time, so I had to put up with his voice. And it gets into the field line and I don't hear anything else, so I'm gonna pull it up. Actually, it took the whole thing. You see, on the 2720, it doesn't get the whole thing. Okay, so now we're gonna do the next one. It says the C, which is the blue cyan. Make sure, of course, you're gonna close this in. Make sure that the color is the correct color. I'm gonna keep repeating that. Cyan as a C. So the grooves are on top and the grooves had to fit exactly in place. And this one is coming down too. Same way. And like you see, there's no messes in my hand or anything like that. This is a good thing about this ink, the way the system goes. There's no syringes, you don't have to wear any gloves, there's no messes. That's what I like about it. Plus, I'm telling you, the quality of the print when you sublimate with this ink is amazing. And this one is done also. So I'm gonna lift it up carefully. You say it's empty? Oh, actually, it's a little bit in there, but it's on the fill line, so I'm not gonna push it. Then the next one is the M for magenta, magenta M. Make sure that you have the right color, and I'm gonna keep repeating that many times. I have heard horror stories of people putting the wrong color, and not fun. Not fun, because you ruin the machine that way. So that is going, I'm just checking on the instruction. Where did I place the instruction paper? Somewhere here. Ah, okay, under my laptop. Because the only thing is this. That one is done also. We're almost there. And this, I moved the thing sideways, so there's a little bit ink on the top, so I'm just gonna blot it up. You notice? That was my bad. Because instead of lifting it up, I pull it up sideways. So, not good. Okay, this is clean. And there's nothing left on this one either, so this is good. And now the last one is the yellow, okay? Y for yellow. I feel like I'm on Sesame Street. No, you guys know already how to tell. Okay, so that's the last one, and now we're gonna move now to the second part, which is turning on the machine and crossing my fingers that everything goes good. Okay, so that one is done also. So we're done here. One thing that I forgot to tell you, before you do this, do not plug in the machine, do not turn it on. It says it very clearly, even with the regular ink, you don't turn on the machine, you don't plug it in, you don't turn it on before you do this process. I'm gonna plug it in back here. Some more. I think I got it. Yeah. So I'm gonna turn it on, and it's on. There's a question mark right here in the front. I don't know if you can see right here. I have to hold it for 5 seconds. So I'm gonna push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Proceed. Okay, start initialization. Confirm that the tank is filled. That's done. I already put the ink in there. So it's initializing. Oh, this is so different from the 2720 people. It better be different. It costs much more, right? Much more money for this machine. So we're making all this, so it's initializing. This is gonna be going for a little while. So in this area, what I have here, I'm usually do all my sublimation and all my HTV. That's why I have my right here, my heat press. This is a 15 by 15 right here. Very good heat press. This heat press is entry level. I got it at Amazon. It was around March that I got it, or the end of March, May. It's an amazing heat press. Not complaints about it. I also have the 10 by 12. This one is amazing. I also use it when I do some small works with cutting vinyl, HTV. And then I have the little one. This one is the one for small work jobs that I do. This is an amazing thing. This thing is tiny, but it gets very hot. It's very good. And then upstairs, I have the one that follows the 12 by 10, which is, I think it's 9 by 6, something like that. No, 9 by 6 or 10 by, I don't remember. And I love it. They all work. But because of the amount of pressing that I do, I decided to get the heat press. But I have used the Cricut ones for a long time, and they do work. If you want to do sublimation, you can go ahead and use the Cricut Easy Press. It works. Yes, you have to put some push into it, but it does work. So no problem using that, okay? Just in case you want to wait and use your Easy Press one, go ahead. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. If I would have known that I could have gotten the 15 by 15 close to the price that I paid for the 12 by 10, I would have gotten the heat press. I thought I had to put more money for a heat press, but I didn't. And this heat press that I got from Amazon cost me almost the same what I paid for the heat press, a little bit more. But I didn't know. I was starting doing HTV, and I didn't know any better, so I bought the heat, which is okay. Like I said, I do a lot of embroidery, and I use my the Cricut Easy Press, the one that follows this one before this one, for my embroidery work. Because you know, when you do appliques, you have to put you have to press the garment and stuff like that. So it works. I don't mind having invested that money. But like I know if you know, if you want to go ahead and check the prices in Amazon for entry level, I am good with that one. So far so good. And it gets very hot and quickly. I don't have to wait for a long time. The level of the ink went low, which is a good sign. It means that the ink run through the machine is good. I mean that we're in good shape. That's good. These printers have become a little bit difficult to get. I was very lucky. I wanted one because, like I said, because I was using the 2720 for such a long time. Since I got it, and I have done so many projects. I mean, t-shirt. That's what I like to do mostly. And the quality of the print and the sublimation print is so good that I wanted to invest on the bigger size. But I mean, in the beginning, nowhere to be found. I'm telling you, I don't even know. I kept calling and looking and right before I went on vacation in June the 31st. Yeah, right before 4th of July, I went on vacation. But the last week of May, um, I decided to call Staples locally. I live in the state of Maryland. So I was calling different Staples, and believe it or not, the second one that I called, I asked about if they have an availability, and they told me that there was one left, and I couldn't even believe it. I said, "Are you sure?" "Yes, we have one left." And this Staples is an hour from home, so they held it for me, and I drove an hour to pick it up. And so then I was not able to change the ink because I went on vacation for almost a month to Puerto Rico, my island, to see my family. And so that's why now I'm doing the change of the ink. I just kept it on the box and everything until I came back to change the ink. But that's how I got it. But like I said, I before that I called every place that you can imagine in the state of Maryland, outside the state of Maryland. I even went to the Epson site a couple of times, and no luck. And I mean, of all places, I didn't even know the staple will have it. I just happened to call, and they have that one, and I got at the regular price. So, well, I think we're getting there. And all I'm doing right now is just setting the size of the paper and the kind of paper. When I set up the type of paper, I use the paper matte, prime paper matte. I don't put regular paper because with the sublimation ink, that's the setting that works. So I set up that here in the printer, as well as when I go to the computer to set up the computer. They also ask you what kind of paper, and I choose prime paper matte. That's the one I choose. So thank you for being with me all this time. And if you like this video, do the thumb up, and you can subscribe to my channel. This mostly applies to all eco tanks, the setup. And if you have any question, you can ask me on the box below in Spanish or English. I will be able to answer. So thank you very much. Nice being with you this time, and bye bye. Hasta luego.